I welcome all of you on this eve of Women's Day. Today, we have feminism isn't making
The second half of 20th century, the issue of women empowerment has gained importance, but the concept was not deeply ingrained into the government's policies and programs until the declaration of Women's Decade in 1975. And it started when 15,000 women marched through the city of New York raising slogans and of which they were deprived till that day. It keep on increasing to 1910, the movement, it was United Nations which declared year 1975 as Women's Decade. So it dates back to that. In every age and every country, from protectors, that is fathers, brothers, uncles in the childhood, friends.
Ladies and gentlemen, now we have a voice message of a student from 9th class. Let's see what her views are on this auspicious occasion of womenhood.
What's the name of the student, ma'am?
The student's name is
Can't say that it's a women's day. Every day, a woman, she's celebrating it. Woman should respect herself first, I think, then the world will. Earlier, we used to say that society is gender dominated, but I believe no, not at all. Girls are equally sharing the status. We have district judge among us in this house and other women who are giving a tough competition.
ना कोई शिकायत ना कोई थकान. A very bright good morning to the honorable presiding officers, session district and session judge, ma'am, and all the respected guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great pleasure for me to celebrate this International Women Day 2022 with you all. And thank you for giving me such an opportunity to share my thoughts in front of you. Every day should be a day where we respect the dignity of women. We have to accept that both men and women contribute equally to the betterment of home and society. It is the women who brings life.
And stuff like that. But now after hearing you all, I have a different perspective now. You see, आज जैसे चौधरी साहब ने बोला तो अब मैं अपना ये लंबा लेक्चर को I'll be making it more informal. So let's talk about women. You see, today's workshop is upon two things: legal empowerment of women and safety of women at workplace. So बहुत सारे लोगों ने बड़ा कुछ बोला, women को ऐसा करें, women को वैसा करें. So I'll be now putting two pointed questions towards the gathering which we are having here. We are saying let's let our daughters to be part of army, let our daughters to do whatever they want to. My simple question to all the fathers and the brothers present here: how many of you have actually and voluntarily given half of the share to your sister or to your daughter? This is one very basic thing. We are talking charity begins at home, घर से होगा. कितने लोग वॉलंटरली इस बात को मानेंगे कि जो मेरी प्रॉपर्टी में मेरी बहन का या मेरी बेटी का इतना हिस्सा है और ये मैं उसे दूंगा, क्योंकि लॉ है, इसका लॉ का कोई रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं है. वी हैव एस्टैब्लिश्ड लॉ. बट सोशल पर्सपेक्टिव की जब हम बात करते हैं, से इफ आई टॉक अबाउट माई सेल्फ, इफ आई हैव अ सिबलिंग, एम आई शेयरिंग हाफ ऑफ द प्रॉपर्टी विद हिम? एम आई डू माई फादर इज अलाउइंग मी टू डू दैट, या मुझे मांगना पड़ेगा या मुझे उससे लेना पड़ेगा? ले मैं सकती हूँ, लेने में मुझे कोई इशू नहीं है. आई विल फाइल अ सिंगल सूट फॉर पार्टीशन एंड आई कैन हैव हाफ ऑफ द प्रॉपर्टी विद मी. बट द पॉइंट इज, क्या एज अ फादर, एज अ ब्रदर आप खुशी खुशी उसको वो दे देंगे? क्योंकि इसके साथ एक सोशल पर्सपेक्टिव अटैच है. सोशल पर्सपेक्टिव क्या अटैच है कि अगर मैं उससे वो प्रॉपर्टी ले लेती हूँ तो मेरे पे ये फोर्स आएगा कि योर ब्रदर विल नॉट हैव अ गुड रिलेशन विद यू फॉर फ्यूचर. सो व्हाई दिस स्ट्रगल इज ऑन मी. ये जिम्मेदारी मेरे पे क्यों है कि मुझे अपने पापा से रिलेशन रखना है, तो आई हैव टू शन माई राइट.
Welcome you all wholeheartedly on the event. I'm incredibly honored to be part of this event, which is globally celebrated today. To encourage womenhood for their accomplishments, achievements, peace, development, and sustainable environment. On hearing Ma'am Rajneesh, I think I should speak Hindi as well as in English. It's true that attitudes are out of sync today. Why? It starts from home. I agree to her to some extent, not wholly. See, we have worked tremendously from Munsif to this place, to different areas. I think we are geographically, topographically familiar with our laws, as well as the difficulties faced by the women as well as the men. It's not true that only women is suffering. We have assembled here. For the first time, we have taken initiative to talk with women from different areas, from men also from different areas, so that we can collectively think. We should think over it, we should ponder over it, how we can go ahead. Certainly, women have silently progressed, which should be recognized by the family members, particularly male members, with their sons, husbands, uncles, neighborhood, society as a whole. But yes, God has created women in such a fashion that physically some of us may be weak, but mentally they are very strong and capable. So as men, you can't say that this is only one issue. Admittedly, Honorable Apex Court has heavily come in favor of daughters that are legally entitled to inherit the property of their fathers. Yes, in certain families, amicably matters are settled, but in certain places, whenever there is an issue of property among brothers, sisters, they can seek help of law if there is a difference of opinion. There are various issues. If we will not sit together, every day everybody is working, everybody is busy, every day we can't afford to come out of the houses. But let's begin. I think when we talk about legal empowerment of women, handful of women living in cities, in urban areas, teaching in law, doing medical services, homemakers, judges, doctors, engineers, police officers. But what about women in rural area? Be they scientists, politicians, sports, medical profession, legal profession, police, bank force, army, naval, wherever. But how many? I'll again say, when we sit in the courtrooms, it's not women who cries in the courtroom. At times we've seen that men also cries. There are at times some frivolous cases pending in the courts. Falsely implicated accused, a person who faces trial of rape or murder for 10 years or 20 years, tomorrow he gets exonerated or acquitted. Who will compensate him? Who will compensate her? So at times we have seen that, particularly in rape cases. It's not true that all the rape cases are 100% true. No. At times females falsely implicate accused, and then there is a law. She should not get resigned from the prosecution. She should support the prosecution. This is all we need to discuss today. That there is an attitudinal change. Not only perception will work. Yes, laws are there. After Vishakha's case, let me correct you, sir. Justice Burma Commission came. When guidelines rendered in the Vishakha's case were not implemented in toto, society felt that after Nirvya's case. There is an attitudinal change as well as there is a need for strict implementation of the laws. Then Criminal Law Amendments Act came into force. Earlier, only penetration was sufficient to constitute rape. No mere touching of a woman on her private parts also amounts to rape. Earlier, non-compoundable offense 294 eve teasing, जो गली कुचों में लड़के छेड़ते हैं, that was non-compoundable, but it has no very strict significance. 354. आप कमेंट्स करके तो देखिए लोगों को, आप छेड़ के तो देखिए, उसकी सजा कितनी है? This is the kind of education we want to spread. Male, female, both. Even NGOs are. Some of the NGOs are also not familiar with their pitiable conditions. But to talk of decision making of women, they can't exercise their board franchise according to their own will, because the entire village is under the command of a panch sarpanch wherever he wants. Despite her difference of opinion, she can't exercise her vote in favor of one party. She may be a sarpanch in a village. I have personally seen that. But as a chairman of the district legal services party, we work. Some of the women, though officially on papers, they are punches, but practically her husband comes in the meeting. Share the program. Let me know what I have to do for the village. This is what is happening. Despite derogatory remarks are passed to her, it hardly matters. You give a chair to a woman or not. It may be a disrespect, but it's not harassment. She can't be taken seriously. Yes, employees at workplace, in factories, in shops, in other establishments, in government sector or in private sector, they are required to be more aware. The female worker is equally important component of that unit. She is to be respected, she is to be taken care of, despite maternity laws in their favor, despite this question of implementation.
देखिए विमेन के लिए कि दैट विमेन शुड बी एजुकेटेड, शी शुड बी स्ट्रॉन्ग, शी शुड बी केपेबल ऑफ फेसिंग द चैलेंजेस ऑफ द वर्ल्ड. तो जैसे विमेन सेफ्टी ऑफ विमेन की बात होती है तो हम बात करते हैं कि उनकी कैसे प्रोटेक्ट किया जाए. जब नाइट शिफ्ट्स में जो विमेन काम करती हैं, जब फैक्ट्रीज में करती हैं, जब डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस हो रहा है या मेंटेनेंस इश्यूज़ हैं, तो उन सब के लिए लॉज हैं, कानून हैं. और उनको अवेयरनेस कैसे हो, उनको जानकारी कैसे हो कि अगर उनको कोई परेशानी होती है तो वो कौन सी एजेंसी को कांटेक्ट करें, किस लॉयर के पास जाएं, कि कौन सी अदालत में अपना केस लेके जाएं या किस पुलिस एजेंसी को कांटेक्ट करें. अदरवाइज आल्सो उनको एजुकेटेड वुमेन जो है, एक मैसेज है कि एजुकेशन इज़ बेसिक फाउंडेशन ऑफ ए स्ट्रॉन्ग वुमेन. तो एजुकेटेड होना बहुत ज़रूरी है, क्योंकि अब देखिए पढ़ी लिखी महिला होगी, वो घर को भी संभालेगी, अपने ऑफिस को भी संभालेगी और अपने आप को भी प्रोटेक्ट करेगी. तो हम तो यही कहेंगे कि विमेन जो है, शी इज़ अ वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग पर्सन एज इंडिविजुअल. तो उनके फैमिली मेम्बर्स, उनके हस्बैंड्स, उनके ब्रदर्स, उनके फैमिली फ्रेंड्स, दे शुड सपोर्ट विमेन टू मूव पुश फॉरवर्ड, कि वो आगे बढ़े, उनका सहयोग दें, उनको लेट देयर ड्रीम्स फ्लाई, लेट देम एक्सेल इन द फील्ड और उनको सपोर्ट करें, बिकॉज दे कैन इंस्पायर अदर्स आल्सो और दे बिकम रोल मॉडल फॉर द सोसाइटी.
काफ़ी विमेन्स हैं जो भी अपने हक को नहीं जान सकती हैं, कहीं तो आत्महत्या कर लेती हैं घर की परेशानी की वजह से या हस्बैंड की परेशानी. क्या मैसेज देना चाहेंगे
उनको? ये बोलेंगे कि ये बड़ी ऐसे स्टेप्स नहीं उठाने चाहिए, कानून उनके साथ है, उनको थोड़ा सा विजिलेंट होना चाहिए. बड़ी एनजीओज हैं जो इसके लिए काम कर रही हैं, लीगल एड एजेंसीज हैं, दे शुड बी अवेयर ऑफ देयर राइट्स. अगर कोई ऐसी परेशानी बनती है तो उनको कानून का सहारा लेना चाहिए. जैसे कि मैंने पहले कहा, विमेन पुलिस स्टेशंस हैं और अदालतें हैं और एनजीओज हैं और काफ़ी सारे उनके जो सपोर्टिव सिस्टम है. इवन आपने देखा होगा कोविड टाइम्स में भी जब डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस हुआ तो बहुत सारी औरतों को थ्रू व्हाट्सएप, थ्रू ईमेल, थ्रू ऑनलाइन भी उनको काफ़ी हेल्प मिली. तो उससे उनके फैमिली मेम्बर्स का भी उनको सपोर्ट करना बहुत ज़रूरी है. और जो हमारा आसपास का वातावरण होता है, कंजीनियल एटमॉस्फेयर होना एक बहुत ही ज़रूरी है.